We have made it to Pottsville, and Dave and I are so excited to get to go to Hope Hill Lavender Farm.
Welcome to this edition of Around the Valley with Dave and Stephanie. We are so excited to be in historic Pottsville here in our listening area, and we're excited to learn about lavender. I know one thing that I'm excited about. Lavender is supposed to help you sleep.
Oh, I just love everything lavender, and I'm very, very excited. So let's go. Hope Hill Lavender Farm, here we come.
It's
Come join us.
Valley.
WGRC's Around the Valley with Dave and Stephanie is sponsored by Zook Septic Services, serving central Pennsylvania. Contact them for inspections, repairs, and system maintenance needs at 570-837-1466 or at zookseptic.com.
Oh, you can smell it already. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
Well, hey, Wendy. I'm Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Good.
I'm
Good
Dave.
to meet you.
Hi, Dave. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hope Hill Lavender Farm.
Thank you. We are very excited to be here. Here is the gift shop.
Yes. Yes.
We are excited to learn about lavender, and I know we're going to get a tour of the farm, but this is obviously some of your final products.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's in here and some of the things that you make on site?
Sure. Everything here smells good naturally with the essential oil. There's no fragrance oils, so everything smells good naturally. And we have all the products that are made by us, Hope Hill Lavender Farm. There are some things that are made from these are the cat toys, the catnip mice, and I actually have people send me videos of their literally cat playing with them, because we do grow catnip here and we don't use chemicals on it.
Well, we are excited to have seen the end product of some of the items here. I know you've been talking about distilling essential oils, distilling the lavender. Let's go out, and I know your husband's working on that. Let's go find out about that.
Sure, follow me.
Okay. Good. You're leading all this. So the gift shop, pretty awesome. Very exciting to go in and spend my paycheck in there soon.
You're excited about that?
I am excited about that, yes.
Well, part of the process we've been hearing about is the distilling of the lavender, and we join your husband Troy now, who's been out here working on that. Why don't you to explain to us what we are looking at in the process?
So it just works on a simple principle of steam distillation. So we harvest the lavender out in the fields, and it's brought back here where we chop the lavender up into smaller pieces. The bulk of the pure essential oils is located in the flower head, so we do try to remove some of the stems so it doesn't take up the room in the still. Basically, we take probably almost 3/4 of this garbage can, jam it into our still, which then has water in the base, which the steam rises, bring that water up to a steam. Steam rises up through the plant material, and once it goes through the plant material, it's forced up through a condensing unit. The condensing unit simply turns the steam back to a liquid form. Then the liquid is brought over to a separator, and at the separator, the oil and water don't mix, so oil floats on top of the water. So then we just work on separating that out. It takes 11 pounds of these flower buds to make 1 ounce of essential oils.
How many ounces do you try to get out in a day? Do you track that, how much you try to get?
It's kind of unique because, I mean, it depends on the day. When you have certain days, like when we were distilling on Sunday, it was a little bit more rainy, a little bit more overcast. The oils aren't as prevalent in the flowers. But we're also at the point where get it now or forget it. You know, because the lavender's getting to the point where it's at its peak for distillation, which is when it's almost ready to fall apart. So it's a matter of speed. So every day kind of varies from one day to the next. So it just depends on the temperatures, how good, everything is in the field with the heat, stuff like that. It's so Mother Nature oriented, it's unreal.
Do you guys prefer the heat for this specific piece?
We prefer the heat for the distillation, not for the work that goes into it.
Understandable. I mean, we're standing, social distancing away from the piece there, and I'm feeling that heat blowing off of here. I'm very happy for a little bit of a breeze. Yeah.
That is the lavender facial right there.
Oh my goodness. It smells so good.
Oh, it sure does.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I feel so nice and steamed.
Right.
Yeah. Might help. I don't know.
What you're trying to do is get as much in there and push down. Don't be afraid to be harsh to it.
Hanks was in the video up there too.
Push it down.
Yeah, throw a couple handfuls in and then just give it a good push in there.
Do you like you cram it in there?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you'll see how full that garbage can is. And then by the time I'm done with it, you'll see how empty the garbage can is. Although my helper today, Cole, has been jamming it into the garbage can as well.
Oh,
Oh, gotcha. 'Cause I'm like, I was really pushing down on that, and it's not budging too much.
No.
So, yeah. All right, show off. Whatever.
so it's not like dirty jobs. This is a pretty clean one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you come away smelling really nice.
If you like lavender, hopefully you do.
Wow, that is pretty empty. Goodness.
Danger.
So, that's about where we're going to be at.
Okay.
So, now what we got to do is, that's getting back up to a steam. So, we got to wait until, it's ready.
Okay.
We get that back up to a steam at the still part. And
I do all the fine, the culinary, and the bouquets because I kind of sizzle.
Ah.
When you get into this is the sizzle part. I usually end up when I'm on weeding.
Oh, yeah.
So is this the oil here?
that is the oil on
So
top,
Cole is
yes.
down there chopping and getting more of this ready to go. Lavender white chocolates.
That just sounds good.
I'm very excited to try one of these, or maybe the whole plate. Yes. So you can see the lavender buds that are in there, and put around this chocolate.
And do you remember that is what lavender that makes the
It's
cake?
culinary.
English.
The English.
Ding, ding. Yes, winner, winner.
Mm.
2 pieces of chocolate.
And they're chilled and delicious.
And lavender is in the
Okay.
mint family, so usually, like in dark chocolate, you really get it. It marks that mint flavor when it's paired with dark. This is just. Really
I mean, any kind of chocolate. Let's be honest. This is the lavender water that Troy was just mentioning to us. And so I'm going to do you a favor and spritz you.
Oh, no.
What
do I do?
Just stand there. I'm not going to hurt you. Ready? Brace yourself for impact. I even told you and you still flinched. Doesn't that feel
I guess I
lovely?
should do it to the cameraman, huh?
One of those plants that has a lovely fragrance, and we didn't even get out of our cars yet, and we could already smell, and we knew we were in the right place.
Yes, you are correct. You let your nose fall with your nose here.
Yes.
Well, tell us a little bit about the lavender plant as we're standing here in the middle of the field. Does it have a season? What's it grown for? What are some of the purposes and uses of it?
Okay, it does have a season. The lavender down below here is harvested, so you'll see little green gumdrops, just little mounds in the field. That is our culinary lavender, cooking lavender. It is processed beginning of June. It starts showing up and shows its purple colors. And when the flowers start opening is when we harvest it. And I harvest it by hand with scissors, band it up, hang it in our drying shed for about 2 weeks. Slow. So then the French lavender, which is the fragrant lavender that you smelled today, starts to bloom. And then in the very early stages, we can use it for fresh bouquets because it's fresh and there's just a few flowers open. As it develops a little further in the hot sun, because it blooms, I always say the easy way to remember it is 4th of July, fireworks. It looks like fireworks. That's usually when you see it at its best. So after that, if we get hit with a lot of heat and not a lot of rain, it just keeps blooming and blooming. So we cut it then for dried bouquets, and at this stage now, it's getting cut for distillation.
So I found myself a little furry friend. This is Tigger, and we are getting ready to go see some other furry friends, some donkeys. This is a pretty exciting place. I like this. I think Tigger wants to come with us. He is loving life right now. I think we need one of these guys for our studio, a studio pet.
One thing about them, though, they're very stubborn. And that's look at that lineup. Could you get that better? There were like 3 in a row. And the one you're with, you may have to pay for his photo credits because he is the most famous donkey of all here. His name is Maurice.
Well, it has been a fun-filled day at Hope Hill Lavender Farm. I think it's time to relax.
I know, I am ready to get some relaxation on. This chair seems like it's good for that.
Let's do it. Oh, I got stuck there. Wow, we have had a blast. Who would have thought that this place existed in Pottsville?
Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. It smells fantastic out here. Even next to you, it still smells pretty fantastic out here. And
I might need to borrow some of that French lavender that she talked about.
I don't think that's a bad idea for you, I'll tell you what.
Well, a lot of many uses for lavender. We just want to say a big thank you to Wendy and her husband Troy here at Hope Hill Lavender Farm in Pottsville. And again, be sure to watch the end of the episode here. We'll give you that contact information on how you can find out how you can visit Hope Hill.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Around the Valley.
Are we going to be able to get out of this?
Are you kidding?
Let's see. I think who's driving home?